Welcome to the final part of Chris's playthrough of Resident Evil 1. We are going to be going through the tunnels first and then the laboratory, which means we're going to begin to the fucking ending. And yes, I will be going for the best ending, so don't worry about that. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and go through some inventory bullshit, make sure that's sorted out. Get rid of the fucking saves and such. There you go. Okay, now we have to go back to that fucking door that was right by the ladder and actually go through this time. Because we've got quite a bit of exploring to go through. And, it's going to be very straightforward, to be honest, so not much exploration is going to happen in the tunnels. It's going to be fairly obvious what we're going to have to do and where we have to go. Unlike the fucking museum, I mean, not the museum, the mansion, which, going back and forth, all sorts of that dumb bullshit. Yeah, that got fucking tiresome, but it happened. Okay, so as we go down over here, we're going to come across a few items. Number one, if it will load up, there you go, a herb. Number two is a control area, a control panel area. And number three is 2 pistol ammo clips. I'm going to actually end up using our fucking pistol again soon. Why? Not because we don't have that much shotgun ammo, not that at all. It's the fact that we have so much ammo for this fucking gun that when I start using it again, it's gonna make sense on why I'm using it again. There's not too much of a threat coming ahead that we need a shotgun for it. Anyway, once we go through in here and go ahead from here, we're gonna see a cutscene. So, let's get straight into that, shall we?
Enrico!
Don't come any closer, Chris.
What happened?
Double crosser.
Enrico, wait. Enrico!
Umbrella.
Enrico! Double crosser.
No, not Enrico. I've only known him for like 5 fucking seconds. Ah, he was the best character. Anyway, that was Enrico. He's dead now. Apparently he's a traitor. We all know who it is, obviously. Oh, wait. He's holding something as well. A fucking crank. Yeah, I did get rid of the other crank, didn't I? I put it back in the fucking box. Yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm just gonna run past you and not bother with you. A lot of these hunters I can just, like, run past and not bother with at this point. Except for one motherfucker, so I'm going back to the item box. He always appears, and this son of a bitch is just... You're gonna see it. You're gonna really see it, and it's gonna be really fucking stupid, because even if I'm actually aiming at this cunt, if he is close to me, the bullets miss. Just watch. Because here he is right over here. Just jumps right over there. I missed and got him. But then I get a bit close and yeah. He kind of phases with my fucking legs. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm getting close to death. By the way, when I was going for the Jill playthrough, you have to actually look through it in slow-mo or whatever because I'm fast forwarding by it. It's much worse for Jill. Like, she actually does directly aim at that motherfucker. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Just completely misses. Somehow. Anyway, all is around here outside of a hunter with some shotgun shells, which I do need. Because even though I don't need the shotgun in a while, I will need it currently. By the way, this is where the crank comes in handy, because this crank here is for the tunnels, and it's mainly to move this I don't get the purpose of this. I don't get the purpose of moving the ground around in a tunnel. That makes no fucking sense to me. Anyway, once we go inside of there, I will also heal up. Once we go inside of here, there's going to be a weapon here that only appears for Chris. The flamethrower. Yep, it's a flamethrower here, and it is pretty neat. However, we needed to open and lock doors, so, Also, there is no ammo for the flamethrower. Once we use any ammo, and it's empty completely, it's basically gone forever. By the way, there's a boulder up here. If we go near the fucking boulder, it's gonna move. We have to run down and then to our right immediately once that happens. Here we go. There you go. Now, behind that boulder is actually some ammo for us. Shotgun ammo, in fact. However, I don't think I'm gonna be using the shotgun ammo for the area ahead of us, because we got a friend. We got a friend ahead. He's just right by where the boulder just broke a fucking wall and let us through. Now, I can use the flamethrower on it, but it's not that great. It's not that damaging. Quite honestly, the flamethrower kind of sucks. So, yeah, I am not bothering. All the flamethrower is good for is just locking and unlocking doors. As a weapon, we have a magnum, we have a shotgun, we're good. And speaking of the magnum, we are actually going to be using the fucking magnum, because for this fight ahead, I'm going to need something powerful, and the magnum is so far our most powerful fucking weapon in the game. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and use it. Also, I have to keep the crank. I'm going to get rid of the ammo here, because I need room for shit. So let's go ahead forward, and let's meet our friend. This friend has something neat for us. Something very neat. I have to take the flamethrower. I'm pretty sure I have to take it. Okay, let's grip the magnum. And where the fuck did you come from? That only happens with Chris. With Jill, never. You'll see it. It never happens. That motherfucker never appears with Jill. It makes no fucking sense why he appears with Chris. And it makes no sense how he appears. Anyway, here's this giant fucking spider. This is why. So, his fucking baby's also gonna come over here and spray acid on me and be a nuisance. All I have to do is like shoot 5 magnum shells at this asshole and he's done. That's it. That's the fight. So I ended up wasting 6 ammo of magnum, 1 on a hunter who appeared the fuck out of nowhere, and 5 on a goddamn spider. And the worst part is because I have this fucking flamethrower, I can't take this knife. By the way, if you leave this area, the spider goes away. So I'm gonna go ahead, put the flamethrower away, I'll put anything away, and then I'm going to take care of this knife, because we need a knife to actually progress through. So, fast forward time. Time's a bit off, whatever. Anyway, now we've got the knife, and it's the same knife as the one that we have with Jill, I believe. So yeah, with Jill, she's basically going to have 2 of the same knife. But with Chris, he has his knife and this knife. And what do we do here with the knife? We cut web. Now, my first thought, looking at this, is why don't I just flamethrower it? Apparently it doesn't work. Because everyone says use the knife, but I'm pretty sure that the flamethrower can burn web. It's not a material that can't be burnt. Oh, there's a map here. I'm going to take it. It's the last map we're ever going to get, by the way. By the way, fast forward time to put away some shit because we have a full inventory again. We need a bit of space. There you go. Okay, so let's continue on. I'm going to put the flamethrower over here. So I need at least a bit of space, like about 3. And we'll move on forward. In which we're going to find another crank hole and another boulder. Right. What we have to do here is we have to use the crank 3 times. Yes. We don't just turn the crank once. Oh no. We have to turn it 3 fucking times. Once we do, that boulder over there in the distance, I think we pissed it off enough that it's gonna come straight for us, and we gotta get the fuck out of this hallway. And that's the entire bit of this area. So, time to run. Okay, go down with the fucking camera being a piece of shit, and there you go. Seriously, the camera is... Sometimes the camera's good, and sometimes the camera in this game is just god fucking awful. What's in the first aid kit? Well, it's this. Yep, it's a first aid spray. That is still the best item we can get from these. And I'm using it because I have a little bit of health missing. Anyway, now we continue on because now we go into this door over here. In which then, we get to do a fucking puzzle. A statue pushing puzzle. This statue pushing puzzle requires us to do a few things. First of all, push this statue over here over to this obviously not like a wall that like the rest of this wall here. It's obviously like a brick like in the wall, this thing here. Then use the fucking handle we have here on that hole there. It's gonna be the last time we ever use this crank, really. Then it's going to push that fucking statue. At that point, we have to push the statue into that circle. That circle is going to spin shit, including us if we stand on it ourselves. We have to spin the statue twice. Because it only spins 90 degrees if we're stopping. Now, as we push this, we are going to experience hell. Because it's in the middle. This circle is in the middle of the fucking camera transitions, which means the camera is going to change constantly because I'm trying to fucking angle myself correctly into the fucking statue, and it keeps changing and fucking the controls and making it hard for me to just press down and push the fucking statue. Once it's gone to 180, then we push it into the hole. And that's the puzzle. But seriously, fuck you, game. Fuck you and your camera angles there. That is the worst case of the camera angles. I shat on the crushing wall thing, but at least it's sort of angled for you to work with. Not this. Not this. This is bullshit. And by the way, we'd have to go all back to that fucking control room, back into that fucking area we have a red zone in, because we have to go see the control panel to actually use it now. So, fast forward time. Fun. here we are. Here's the control panel. Now, I'm going to open the round lid and grab this thing out. Now I have to put the shaft in the cylinder together to make a cylinder shaft. Makes sense. Then use it here, and now put in a code. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to get this code, but the code is 4, then 2, and then 3, and then 1. Outside of pure fucking guess, I don't get how you're supposed to figure that out. I mean, everything else in this game you can, but that I could not find a hint for. I was using the walkthrough too, so I mean, I can figure it out then, but if it's just guessing, then I have no fucking clue, honestly. Anyway, here's this area here. The elevator is, by the way, busted now. We can't go back up. If there was anything at all that you are missing back in the mansion, any rooms you missed, any items you left, as soon as you go down this elevator, you're basically stuck here. There's no way of going back. I'm kidding. There is not a single point in this game where that will ever happen. But, yeah. Here's the thing about this. This entire area. It's kind of shitty. It's actually kind of shitty. And the main reason for that is because, you know that chained enemy, you know, that fucked us over back at the cabin? Well, she's here too. And she's always going to spawn when we take a direction. So I go left, she's there. If I went right, she would be over here. I have to choose a direction and then go the opposite of that direction after the camera changes, because she always spawns in the first direction I go for. So, you know, if I go for a door around here, which I will, and then come back out, if I go up, she'll be there. If I go down, she'll be there. But then if I go the opposite direction of that after going out of direction, then I can move on. By the way, this area over here, there is ammo up on these boxes. Go grab them. It's pistol ammo, magnum ammo, and either it's going to be the taser or the grenade. So, yeah. That's your items here. So, now we have to push more shit, because there's a box here. We have to push it onto a platform, and then pull a lever in order to move it around to a spot that we have to go back to, which is at the elevator. There's a weird glitch with this one, though, in that if you actually put it in the position that it should be in, which it is right here, it's going to be fully in the position. See? It's in. Sometimes it says it's not in. It says the material is not in correctly, even though it is, and you can't fix this. You basically have to leave the room and then come back and pull the lever again to make it work, because the box does not spawn back. The box just stays there. So I have to leave, then come back, and then pull the lever to actually pull it. And it's random too. It does work for Jill, but here, I have to do this for Chris. So, I don't fucking get it. I'm guessing, from what I'm seeing here, it wants it to be near the exact middle. If I push it too far up, or too far to the left or right or whatever, or don't push it far enough, it's not gonna work. Even though I do nothing different with Jill, and I actually get it working. So I think it's just 50-50. It's a weird glitch. I don't get it. Anyway, now I have to go back to the elevator to actually see what's inside the box. But if I go up, there she is. So I have to go down and around. That's fine because we're exploring a little bit. There's some herbs here. I'm not grabbing them. And over to my right is the way back to the elevator. There you go. Now, what I have to do after, when I come back here, is go left, which I'm clearly not going to do, as you can guess, and then pull the lever. And then I have to put a flamethrower on, because the flamethrower thing is here as well. It's a flamethrower lock here, and I need a flamethrower to unlock the door. I don't have a flamethrower. I can't grab the flamethrower. The flamethrower is stuck in that fucking hallway. So, how do I get another flamethrower? Well, you're about to find out soon, because once you go down here, the box is here. And all you have to do is push it into a crusher. The crusher is on the very left here. Don't worry, if you pull the lever here, it will actually crush. It's not going to tell you. It needs to be placed correctly before I can actually crush it. It won't tell you that. It will actually do the fucking job. And once it's crushed, inside is a flamethrower. Can you guess what's going to happen to it when you add a crusher onto it? Yeah. I mean, there it is, but I'm pretty sure it's very obvious to you the condition of that fucking flamethrower, right? Yeah, it's broken. It's snapped. It's basically the shotgun now, the broken shotgun. So, yeah, we have a key item now. This will unlock the door for us, and let's continue on forward. However, we have to unlock the lock first, so we have to go to that lever, pull it, unlocks the lock. Then we go and use the fucking broken flamethrower on the lock to unlock the door. Then we go for the door. And then we're basically nearly done with the tunnels. Not joking, we're nearly done with these fucking tunnels. So, let's go ahead and yep, I went the wrong way, went right. See, every time you go a certain direction, she always appears, and you go the opposite direction because of her. So as long as you always make her go one direction, then she'll always be there. So if you know the best way of dealing with that bullshit, you're fine. So, you know, always go left and always go bottom if you want to go bottom as fast. Otherwise, don't bother. Anyway, here's the door, here's the lock. I've already pulled the lever. Let's put the broken flamethrower on the lock and open the door. Let's go in. We never come back here again, by the way. But it will not be the last time we see of that bitch. Now, inside of here is nothing. It's all decorative. But as we continue on forward, there are snakes in the water. We have to run all the way through the other side. Once we do, we're going to appear here. There's two things. Actually, there's three things, actually. No, there's two things. There's that, the knife, and there's this, a jewelry box. Now, every jewelry box we've gone through has a puzzle. This jewelry box does not have a puzzle at all. All you do is look at the top, look at the lid, and open it. That's it. And inside is two things. This ring and a photo. Looks like a nice photo, huh? There's something written down on 1967. There's some information here about Jessica, who was disposed of. She was a type A, And yeah, she was a negative. Then there was Lisa. She's a type B. It was positive but had delayed fusion. And then there was body modification, and the status is continued protective bullshit. And there's George, who was just killed off, I guess. There's a jet left by someone. Feels dizzy, don't see Mom. Where'd take her? Promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone? No. Found Mom, ate together. I was very happy. Nice, but she was a fake, not my real mom. Had to find Mom. Had to give face back to Mom. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have Mom's face except me. I'm going to put it on my face. She doesn't go away. From inside box, hit a mommy. If you true mommy there. Stone box hard. It hurts. Steel rope on the way. Can't see Mom because of 4 stones. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The 4 stone thing. And the rope thing. And also, the fact that this Lisa, this woman was, I guess, wearing her face, or was like a clone, or whatever, and she just ripped it right the fuck off her. Okay, so now what we have to do, there's some herbs here if you want, by the way, is go up the ladder. Up the ladder, we are going to be back in a familiar place. That familiar place? Well, let's go check it out first. Let me just combine this, by the way. Might as well. Right. So up here, we are going to be back at... Can you figure it out from here? Yep, we're back at the cabin. So yeah. We can, you know, store our shit here. We can save. But we now have to go back to the fucking mansion. And then we have to grab that medallion that we have now combined the ring with. And we're basically going to bring these fucking medals to a certain door. For this to work, I have to fast forward back to the fucking mansion because it is a goddamn walk. And yes, I am going to save. Might as well at this point. I've gone through the tunnels. Tunnels are done. All that's left is the lab. So, fast forward time. Before we continue, the crows are gone, but now it's replaced with zombies. So, yeah, just run past them. That's about it, really. That's the zombies. And now I'm going to grab this medal. And now, we can't go outside. We don't need to anymore. Now we can just go back in the museum, the mansion, and go to a certain door under the main stairs. There it is. We saw it before, but we couldn't go in before. But now, we can. Because both of these holes, both these indentations, are for this. Let's put them both in. And now we can move on. So that's it. So, now, we're going to go and fight a boss. There's a typewriter here. There's a box here. What I thought I needed, according to the walkthrough, was some health and the shotgun. And also, these 2 medals. You don't. You actually don't. All you actually need are the 2 medals. The wolf medal and the eagle medal. And you can also say if you want. The reason is because, 1, it's really hard to actually take damage from this bitch without it being on purpose. And 2, she's invincible. So guns are pointless. So we can't kill her for shotgun or magnum or a fucking huge amount of pistol ammo. So we don't need healing items. We don't need the shotgun. So how do we get rid of this bitch? Remember that stone thing? Remember that that rope thing? Yeah. It's sort of this area right over here when we go across to this ladder and go down. And it's talking about this fucking area because we're about to fight Lisa and it's a puzzle. The boss is a fucking puzzle boss. We don't actually fight it, we just do a thing and that's it.
You're a bit of a mess-up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
Yeah, sure, I'll take a piece of the action by pushing some blocks. There, I'm taking a piece of the action, dude. By the way, it doesn't matter what we do here. We can't save Wesker. What's going to happen is Lisa's going to come right across to him. No matter what we fucking do here, she won't get us. Really. Instead, she's going for Wesker, and it's going to get knocked right down. There you go. Wesker got knocked into the abyss. Don't worry, he's fine. Alright then. Well, there's something in this coffin, by the way. And yeah, I think you can save Wesker. I don't think you can, though. It's very tight, the time limit you have in order to actually do anything like that. So, yeah. And picture here is a letter as well inside of here. Day by day, feels conscious, drifting away. You know, they gave him another shot saying it was Nutrien. So, you know, she's just having a lot of sad, shocked moments here because, you know, she's afraid. She's forgetting everything, especially the memories of Lisa and Daddy, and forgetting their faces and such. And just a lot of bad stuff going on for her because, you know, whoever's doing these experiments on her is just fucking her up. And she wants to escape with Lisa. But it has to be at the lab. Yeah. So they'll both pretend to be unconscious and then they'll get the fuck out of there. It's from Jessica Trevor. Obviously, they killed Jessica. Which means that Lisa, you know, she couldn't find her mom because they killed her and locked her up in a fucking coffin. So yeah. Set in for Lisa because she's also dead. The Fall killed her. Wesker is alive, but Lisa is dead. And they both went the same way. Hell, Wesker went even worse. He got his fucking face slapped in by a goddamn antler or whatever before falling down to his doom. And he survived. So basically, Wesker is more invincible than an invincible fucking beast of a woman. Because remember, she can't be harmed by any guns. And by the way, the metals go inside these things, which will cause a cutscene, which opens up a way for us, and this way will lead to the lab. And there you go. So, now we're going to enter the lab. That door on the left there, might as well not exist. You can't go in there. But, it's now time to enter the laboratory and begin the final level of the game. Once you're in here, you can go back. You can do anything you want. But you are literally entering the final level of the game. I don't think there should be any reason for you to ever go back to the residence, to the tunnels, or to the fucking mansion. All of it should be done. So, now it's time to save here, store some shit, and prepare ourselves, because we have 2 final new enemies to deal with. One's a boss, and one is the final new enemy type, which I consider to be the second most annoying enemy in the game. The Hunter, to me, is the most annoying, because they do a fuck ton of damage, and they are fast, and they are smart, and they don't fuck around. And they put them in very tight spaces that you can't really run around in. And they really, really fuck you up. This enemy type is similar, but it's not as damaging, they're easier to avoid, and there's not that much of them. There are a lot of hunters, but not that much of these guys. By the way, zombies are here. These are the final account of the zombies, and this is where I'm bringing the pistol back. I mean, you can call me an idiot. I know you want to. I know you want to say, use the shotgun, you piece of shit. I mean, why not at this point? But again, I got a lot of fucking ammo. So, why not? Look at this. I have over 150 fucking bullets. Let's just go nuts with the fucking pistol. Let's just waste the fucking ammo at this point. There's no reason for me to ever not do this at this point. There's no reason for me to not use the pistol against zombies. And there's only like 5 fucking zombies in the entire laboratory. Fuck it. Let's just get it out and fucking get rid of these guys. In fact, it's also the last time we are ever going to burn anything. Every enemy has disappeared after shooting at it constantly. No need to break any heads in, just shoot it and they're dead. Every enemy type except zombies have gone that way. Zombies stayed and became those fucking metalheads or whatever. I forgot their goddamn names, because really, Crimson heads. The fucking Crimsons. They turn to Crimsons, but they stay around the floor, which means I have to burn them. I never have to burn any other enemy except for the fucking zombies. So since there are 5 here, and there is a gas can here, and they will get in our way otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and burn every zombie whose head doesn't explode. Now, there is one more thing I have to tell you about. Once I take care of the zombies, that will be it for the pistol, and that will be it for the fuel. It'll also be it for the lighter. So, Chris's key item here is going to become useless after all 5 zombies in the lab are disposed of. But there's still a use. Jill's fucking ability, her lockpick, that became useless as soon as we got to the tunnels. Actually, that became useless as soon as I believe we got to Residence. So, it does fast forward things a little bit with Jill, but then it becomes useless. Meanwhile, you use up the lighter a lot more as Chris because of the zombies. Which the game still throws at you at this point, even though they're no longer a threat to you. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, this entire hallway, there's a bunch of doors here. We can only go through 2 right now. A lot of them are locked. But these 2 doors are locked in this hallway. You can't unlock them with a key. A key will not work. In fact, we only have 1 more key left. And then that's it for keys. Everything else gets activated a different way. Also, these ammo discs we've been collecting, they're going to be very important. There's also the VAC thing. So, I was looking through evidence of, like, human bodies and, you know, what happens when they're dead, what the virus affects them with. And, yeah, there's a whole lot of bullshit about how this fucking virus works. And the whole Crimson Head thing, which there you go. They're called Crimson Heads. So, yeah. They call them a different name, VACs, but they're called Crimsons. We know them as Crimsons. And yeah, they want to explore it some more, but there's no point. By the way, this fucking computer. There's a hint that is in a different room. And the thing is, with Chris, I missed the hint. I will show you it in the Jill playthrough. But I missed it here. I have the walkthrough though. So it's not such a problem. Still sucks though. Also, I have a full inventory. I need room. Fast forward time. Okay, so what we have to do is not up here. This door up here is locked. Also, there's that thing over there. We'll worry about that a little later. There's this door here, though. And this door will lead us to an X-ray room. There are 2 X-rays here. Here's the first one. If we examine, we will find out that this X-ray, if we examine it, belongs to Clark. And there's another X-ray here on my left. Except I can't grab it. I jump cutted. I'm not fast forwarding that bit. I'm just gonna jump cut. Cause I'm not wasting your time with that. Nah. You didn't miss anything, by the way. I just got rid of one useless thing. I'm pretty sure you can see what it was. Anyway, that's Gale's X-ray. Now, here's some more X-rays. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Clark on the left here, and then Gale on the right, when it comes to the open slots here. That's the puzzle. What's happening is that apparently all these motherfuckers are alphabetically ordered. So if you put them in alphabetical order and you pull the switch, you get this. Now then, this is all going to give you a code. You see all this shit? We have to make our code out of that. Have you figured it out yet from all the prints you saw there and this fucking thing? Well, I'm going to reveal it to you when we get to the computer room. Because the computer that we need a login for, we can use it there. We can use the code on that. But yeah, the fucking computer. The hint to actually get into the login. I am sorry. I am sorry that I missed the fucking, note on that computer in the X-ray room that tells you the fucking codes you need to unlock the fucking computer in that other room. I am doing it blind, and the thing is, the walkthrough I'm using never fucking tells you about the notes. A lot of the maps, it doesn't tell you. A lot of the fucking additional flavor text shit doesn't tell you. So it didn't tell me about this. So I used the walkthrough, and the login is John. And as for the password, it is Ada. You know this from the computer in the X-ray room basically telling you it if you interact with it and, you know, read the thing. Otherwise, yeah, I fucked up. But now let's look through this shit. We have B3F, this is basement, 3rd floor. And that unlocked the door. It's not obvious to me though. Now this. The password for this is what we got from the X-ray room. It is cell. There you go. We've now unlocked basement floor 2. Again, I didn't figure out that this was unlocking doors, and I didn't figure out what doors it unlocked. So I went running around like a fucking moron, completely confused, getting a few islands, by the way, at that fucking little spot over there, and looking around, getting lost, not knowing what the fuck to do. And eventually I found out where I needed to go. But as you can see, I was just being a complete fucking idiot. But then again, I am playing blind and I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know this is unlocking anything. All I see is a map, which doesn't get added into your maps. So, you know, I got a bit lost because it wasn't very fucking clear. And what that did was open some fucking doors like this one. So thanks, game, for just being an asshole and not just saying, hey, you unlocked a door. Neat. By the way, final zombie. If I didn't blow his fucking head open, I'd have to go back and get the fucking fuel to flame him up. Guess what? I didn't blow his head open. See? And I have to go and flame him. Guess what's happened to him, though? Anyway, there's the fax here. We all love our faxes. It's by the manager of sanitation at the Raccoon Disaster thing. You know, only for confidential people. And it should have been for anyone to, you know, get this, then the sender and the receiver. And it has to be destroyed immediately after raiding it. So there's been some big damage done from the T-virus. There's some concerns by the researchers. And basically, what they want is to make sure that everything goes fine. Because right now, it's apparently leaked. The survivors that didn't die from the T-virus or the zombies have traces of infection. And, yeah, there's a lot of problems going around. And it's going to get a lot of people killed. And yeah, they underscore the success of the research. So yeah, the stars, us, are coming here. And they're going to take extreme measures against us. Yeah. Yeah. They really fucking hate stars. And we are stars. By the way, this is where our ammo discs go. We don't have to put ammo discs in here, by the way, but we want the fucking good ending. If we want the best ending, we have to use ammo discs. So, yeah. Bring all 3. But we only have 2. The 3rd one's in the lab. You'll get it soon. Right now, though, I'm going to grab the slide filter. And then I'm going to fucking fast forward. Short one, though. Because this door over here is where we need to go. This is all we unlocked from the other thing. Now, inside here is an ammo disc and some health. But we can't grab them because we have a full inventory. And some shotgun shells, by the way. Now I'm going to fast forward to put some fucking inventory away because it's filled up. Now then. I'm gonna grab the fuel, and I'm gonna grab the fucking health, then the ammo disc. That's our last ammo disc. So now we have all three. Now then. We can't get the shotgun shells yet, but over here, there is a slide projector. We can use slide projector right now, and what we can find is a few interesting slides about everything going on in this fucking mansion. So, outside of that happening, let's view it. Yep, there's Umbrella. There's the Cerberus, the dog. Neptune, the big shark. Hunter, those fuckers. And the Tyrant, who we have not seen yet. We also had zombies and big spiders and shit. Here is the development staff. They look like a bunch of reasonable people. And there's a barcode. Now, it didn't say anything right outside of the names of enemies and such. Well, remember that slide filter we have? Let's use the filter, shall we? Let's put that fucking thing on the projector. Why? For good reason. It's the last slide. First of all, let's go past all this bullshit. By the way, that guy on the very right of the glasses there looks very familiar, doesn't he? Anyway, that barcode, it now says that. 4862. There's a password system here. That's where the code goes. By the way, this shotgun here, I now have full inventory again. Guess what I get to do again? You guessed it! Now I'm going to use the password. The password device is by the door. Right there. Just going to use it. And then put in 8462. What does this do? It unlocks a door for us. There you go. Now what's inside? Our last key of the game. The laboratory key. And also there's a video player here. Or video editor or whatever. We can now use the tape. Let's watch that film, shall we? I'm sure it's really good. Well, that told us a lot, hey. That told us a fuck ton. Well, time to fast forward again, guys, because we gotta do some shit. I fucking love fast forwarding so much. Right, so this key, it unlocks these two doors. The double door and the door on the bottom right here. And now we can throw it away. That's your keys, everybody. The keys now have no purpose. Okay, let's open this door and go inside. Because the double-decker door is where we need to go. This way, which I'm going to right now because I'm an idiot, leads into 4 doors. One is locked from over here. And then they got a big red spot on the top there. That's an elevator. We can't use it yet. And then there's 2 doors. There's one on the ahead of me, right there, and one down this way. Now, do not go down this way yet. However, you can go right if you want. I'm not going to yet, because I want to go in the double-decker door first. So, this is where we're going to be introduced to our new enemy type, our final enemy type. And these guys are obnoxious. I forgot their names, but I'm going to nickname them Jump Cunts. The reason I say them is because I like to jump around and be on the roofs and shit. And because I like to appear out of fucking nowhere, like a jump cut. So, Jump Cunts. That's what I'll call them. So, this is a jump cunt. He jumps around on walls. He likes to attack you, spit shit at you. He goes down in 2 shots. But they try to spawn a lot of them. Especially in 3 fucking rooms. Oh, God. We're actually in 2 rooms, but you get the idea. They spawn a lot. And hey, that guy came out of fucking nowhere. Hey. Okay. There's another like a door there. Don't open it. Instead, go up into this vent on that wall there. Yeah, see, I can't open that door anyway. Once you go up, you are then going to be greeted by an ammo disc reader. This is where you put in your second ammo disc. You have to put in all 3 ammo discs to unlock the locks so that you can unlock the door. It's not that great. I am amazed that the ammo disc is of great use right now. But still. Okay, so I'm using the ammo disc right here. That's 2 locks. The last lock is in the room I don't want you to go into yet. What I want you to do, however, is get out of here. It's very simple. Go for the vents. And then, I want you to go over to the room all across from you when you enter that room in the corner. Now, why do I want you to go in that door? Because it's the last safe room of the entire game. Now, there are some stuff in there that we will need a little bit, because it is useful. So let's go over to that door. Go inside. Not that way, me. That way is a bad way right now. Jesus Christ. Just go back and go for the door on the wall, me, from the past. Fucking hours ago, whatever. And then go there. There you go. Now, the items in here are as followed. We have first aid spray. We have, I believe, shotgun shells. We have a box. We have a save. We have saves, the ink ribbons. And we have either a taser or grenade. The shotgun, by the way, it can either be a shotgun or rounds. At this point, the rounds thing isn't too interesting with me anymore with Jill. I'm just going to fast forward that bit instead of actually show you the items that are different. Because I'm pretty sure you've already figured out by now. If there's a shotgun shell here for Chris, that means that it's now a fucking grenade for Jill. Anyway, I'm going to save here now. And now, we have to go in that area. This is where I get lost. Because I have no idea what I'm looking for, where I'm going. I will say, though, I did manage to actually make it through this. But I am just a fucking idiot. You know, I'm an idiot who doesn't pay attention, really. But then again, when I see someone saying, go right, I go right. I don't go left, which is what the walkthrough actually wants me to do here. Keep that in mind as well. Walkthrough ain't that great. Just saying. Right, so in here is more of those jump cunts. In fact, these jump cunts spawn indefinitely. You can kill as many as you want, they'll keep coming. Right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go to my right, because if I do, I'm going to be going right directly for an item I need to go and get. However, I tried to interact with this fucking thing, and it didn't work. So I thought, okay, this area was pointless then. No, no, you have to actually use that control panel there. I have no fucking words. So yeah, I'm looking around for this fucking item. And I can't find it. It upsets me greatly. But I, got to this area. And hey, ammo disc reader. I mean, why not? Let's put our ammo disc in there and make it read. And that will be all 3 locks unlocked. There you go. Now then. I could go back and do the actual thing I'm supposed to do, or I could go forward and find this self-destruct thing. There's also power for the elevator here. I thought this would activate a bomb or something if I actually went for yes, so that's why I didn't go for that and went for no instead for the fucking bullshit, really. That's all I can really say. It's all bullshit. Okay. Come on. No? No? Okay. So, let's fast forward. I eventually found the item. It's this. It's a fucking capsule. It's empty. We have to go fuel it. Guess what? There is a fueling station for these fucking fuel supply capsules. And in order to get to that point, I have to fast forward again. Great. Just fucking wonderful. I'm so glad I'm playing this game. So fucking glad. There you go. Oh my god. There you go. So, here's the place where you fill it. But here's the thing. There are multiple ways for you to die by doing this. You can die by running. You can die by shooting your gun. You can die from getting hit by any enemy. Basically, there's a lot of things restricting you from being careless. And it's really fucking annoying because I can't run. I have to walk. Right, now I have to put this fucking thing back in that room. That's why I killed the jump cunt around that area, because anything can be a problem for me, and I don't want it to. Yeah, this goes on for a bit. Just me walking instead of running. Because if I run, I'm dead. I could fast forward here, but I want to show you the full extent of not being able to fucking run because you have a time bomb in your pants. Just want to show that off, okay? Right. Now it's time. Now it's time to essentially, you know, walk over to here. And then interact with this fucking thing. Not go in my inventory, but instead saying yes here. And put the capsule away. There. Now I don't have to suffer through not walking. Right. Now it's time to fast forward again. This time my reasoning is to actually activate the controls for the elevator to be actually having power. There you go. Now I can use the elevator. However, it requires me to get the fuck out of here and go all the way back. So guess what? I'm very disappointed with this fucking game so far, because it just keeps giving me a lot of back and forth shit still. And I do not like it. Anyway, pull the lever 3 times, all 3 of them, and it'll go down. Why the fuck didn't it automatically go for all 3? I don't know. But it definitely padded out the fucking length. Okay, now it's time for a cutscene with Chris and Jill. Enjoy. Oh, but I have to go down these big fucking stairs too. Just letting you know that much.
Chris?
Jill,
Chris? Wesker's the...
I know. I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
We found Jill. She's locked up. We can't open the door yet. Well, time to use an elevator then. Fast forward time again. Okay, so once we activate this, we get a cutscene. Yes, I'm not shitting you. At this point, it's going to be very cutscene heavy.
Chris!
Rebecca!
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Well, there you go. Rebecca's with us now. Won't be of much help, though. Okay, so... time for the lab. Time for the fucking... tyrant to come into play. Okay. Go to this door at the end of the hallway, and a long cutscene will begin. Hope you like long cutscenes, guys.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place. And unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you. ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Wesker! Come on, you test tube freak.
Nice. It's the time, by the way. Toughest motherfucker in the game. Scariest motherfucker in the game. He's the final boss of the game. And I took him down in about, what, 5-6 magnum shots? There you go. That's the time, everybody. Okay. So now it's time to go wake up Rebecca because she's currently knocked down. We have to, you know, keep with us, you know?
Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. There's a way to unlock the lock here, by the way, so let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, this is one of the creepiest things on the fucking world. Okay, one more thing, though. Wesker's dead. Which makes no sense in the context of Resident Evil's continuity, really. But he's dead. Let's examine his body. He actually has something. A pathetic way to die. It's observation notes. Observation notes on the Tyrant. Well, mainly on the G-Force, the G fucking virus thing, but mainly on the giant who he calls the prototype. So, yeah, all this about the fucking Tyrant that I just took down in about 5 shots. Fun stuff. As well as all sort of other involved fucking things. And, yeah. That is about it. So, really interesting stuff considering how much of a fucking boner Wesker has over the Tyrant. And, yeah. By William Birkin. And that's it, that's all for the notes. Okay, now, we leave. Once we leave, we're basically at the near end of the game now. So, there's really not much to worry about now. Let's move on forward. We're going back to the elevator. So, once we're up, there's going to be a cutscene. And this cutscene is basically going to tell you how this level is going to end itself.
Chris?
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of Tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
There you go. So Becca's gone off, do some shit, including activating the self-destruct sequence, while we are going to prepare. Because, as soon as self-destruct's on, something happens in which then we can go and save Jill with. I did say the keys are gone now. All keys are gone and used up. So how do we unlock Jill's cell? It all comes down to the fucking self-destruct sequence. I'm sorry, I'm tired, my words are dying. They're just mumbling up everywhere and I can't help it. Anyway, let's go forward because a cutscene will happen in which it will tell us this.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate
deactivating and releasing all locks. Doesn't include the ammo disc shit, but it does include Jill's cell. So, also the oil is now fucking up, I believe. I'm sorry. But yeah, now it's time for us to head straight out to Jill and save her. Because in order to get the best ending, we have to save Rebecca and Jill. So, let's go see Jill, open up her door, and then let's get the fuck out of here. Because we are now literally at the end game bit. There's no going back now.
Jill, sorry I made you wait.
I knew you'd come.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get going!
And now we're up here. And hey, there's Jill. And we can't go back. No need. Now we have to go this way. However, Jill is not following us. There's also one thing over here. Items. We can now get 2 specific items. We can get ourselves some first aid boxes, and we can get ourselves some shotgun ammo. Hey Jill, you wanna actually move and come over here a bit, most quickly? No, you just want me to phase through you a little bit? Okay. Well, now it's time for a cutscene bit to happen.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. This is your last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Okay. Now it's time for us to go and literally finish up here. Because this is our final item to really collect and use on anything in the level. Once we use this, we only have 1 item left, and it really only does like a cutscene thing.
3 minutes to detonation.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work. Brad's up in the helicopter.
Those things are coming.
I'll take care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
And now it's time for the big final fight of the game. We have an elevator to go up to, and we have 3 minutes. 10 seconds we wasted watching this. It can't be skipped. Thanks, game. Now, right in front of us is a signal. Yeah, little fireworks signal there. Let's examine this, by the way, before we actually continue on to see our healing items. We have a green herb, and we have a first aid spray. Good. I need both for this. Alright. So, here's our final item of the game. It is the signal rockets. We'll use it immediately and get a cutscene. Let's begin the fight.
Chris!
You okay?
Yeah.
This is why I brought the Magnum. However, you want to dodge still. Takes a few shots more than it did beforehand. But he isn't going to die from a single Magnum, is he? We need something much more damaging than a fucking Magnum. But we don't have anything like that. And he's smacking my fucking shit around, dude. Holy shit. I'm nearly dead. How are we going to fucking kill this son of a bitch if our magnum's not doing anything? There's gotta be a better way of fighting this guy, surely.
Chris, use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
Brad! Our fucking hero! He dropped us a fucking rocket launcher, which is actually our final weapon of the game. And all we use it on is the Tyrant, in which all we do is aim and fire, and we beat him. That's it. That is Chris's playthrough fucking done. Fuck you. And that's it. That was Chris's playthrough of Resident Evil. That was his side of the story. And quite frankly, it has some canon bits, but it's ultimately not the actual canon ending, really. Even being the Tyrant and the actual way it ended there, yes. But, not so much a lot of the events there. Jill and Chris are mixed with what happens in the story. But, as for everything that's happened here with the Chris playthrough, it's the hardest, worst one. He has the least room to store shit with, and the item management with him is just god fucking awful. I hated playing as Chris Redfield. It's not fun, it's not enjoyable, it was just a shit experience. And it was a long one too. It went on for a long fucking time. The first part was like condensed 3 hours. Like, that's how fucking long this game began like. And then it just went dropping down. Seriously, that mansion. We spent way too much time in the fucking mansion. I mean, it's iconic, but come on. But yeah, that's it for Chris's playthrough. But that is not it for Resident Evil. Because we still have Jill. We still have to do the laboratory and the tunnels of Jill. Which we'll be doing in the next and final part of Resident Evil 1 Remastered. But as for now, that was the best ending of Chris's playthrough. We are done with the game
Chris,
on our first go.
fine job.
And yeah, Wesker just told us we did a fine job. I didn't use many ribbons, didn't use many health items, killed a lot of enemies, used a lot of my fucking ammo, and I beat it in 7 hours and 30 minutes. I don't think I can do much better than that. We also now have a new costume and new difficulty. We can go back and play all this shit with, you know, our cleared game there, cleared data, to essentially do, I guess, a new game plus or whatever with either a new mode or new difficulty, because we have hard now. Yeah, that's the weird thing. We only had very easy, easy, and normal. Hard is unlockable. I didn't really notice that when I was making the difficulty thing. But we're not doing that, because next time, we're going back to play as Jill and finish up her story. So, I'll see you then for the final part of Resident Evil 1 Remastered.